The Ministry of Education and Sports has announced that the school calendar for all levels, pre-primary, primary and secondary schools shall reopen January 10th, 2022. Pupils and students shall operate for 14 weeks in the first term and break off on 15th April 2022 for a 3 weeks holiday.
Second term opens for 14 weeks from Monday 9th of May 2022 until Friday 19th of August 22, followed by a holiday of 3 weeks.
The program for progression of learners indicates that only those who are at least 6 years of age shall be allowed to join Primary 1. According to the Ministry of Education, by the time schools closed for the second COVID-19 national lockdown in June 2021, learners in P4, P5 and P6 had already completed their assessments and promoted to the next class. As schools reopen in January, pupils who were in P1, P2 and P3 in 2020 shall report to the next respective class, and remedial lessons shall be provided for them in the first term.
3 and senior 5 classes of 2020 shall progress to senior 4 and senior 6 respectively upon reporting for first term of 2022.
The COVID-19 lockdown affected parents as it did to schools. Ministry of Education has guided that the parents should not be asked to pay higher school fees than they were paying before. On vaccination of teachers, 70% of teaching staff out of the estimated 550,000 teaching staff have received at least one COVID-19 vaccination jab and 28% fully vaccinated.
Right now, the first SOP that heads of institution must enforce is that all staff who are unvaccinated must not be allowed in the premises of the education institution of learning. For staff in government institutions and receiving a salary from public funds, we cannot allow you to remain away from your job simply because you do not want to be vaccinated, while at the same time you continue to receive a salary.
The ministry has also disclosed that since July 2020, under the current financial year, government has availed more than 107 billion shillings capitation grants to its institutions at all levels to enable them purchase amenities for observance of standard operating procedure.
For government-aided primary and secondary schools, at least 62 billion shillings of the capitation grants has been earmarked for restoration of these schools by way of minor repairs and facelifting.
Meanwhile, some of the priority actions from the review include ensuring and enhancing the surveillance system for school populations and ensure psychosocial support and targeting trainings for teachers and other staff to enable them resume school operations. I'm Navka Farida and Stephen Kalisia at Kololo.